confirmed 3710 East 235 Street, White Plains Road. So, the agent at this time. Okay, so not likely, correct? 10-4.
Tell me about this collision here. What's the first thing that you heard?
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything, but my girl came down. She was outside. What?
Sorry.
Well, my girl was outside with her friend, and she called me downstairs, and she said she saw a body in the street. And
sorry, I missed the beginning. Can you please tell me?
Yeah, I was upstairs, and my girl called me downstairs. She said she sees something in the street. She see a bag. She was with her friend. So I came downstairs, and it turned out to be a body in the street. And we came down and we saw it, and I called an ambulance, as other people that was here called ambulance.
When you first saw that body, what went through your head?
Surreal, because it was kind of detached, decapitated from the ankle down. So I saw a lot of graphic. I don't want to get too graphic, but
describe that lower down. Are you talking about the legs or?
He had no foot, like straight shin, no foot. Foot was in the road with skids. It was just a gruesome scene to see. It's something that you would never witness, or I didn't think of coming downstairs to see something like that. After my girl told me something happened, but it was very tragic. It was very hard to watch.
You mentioned you called 911?
Yeah, I did, but with a few others, just to try to speed up the 911 process, just to get everybody on the scene for what's going on that situation.
EMS arrived. What did they do as far as their treatment?
They tried to resuscitate him, but we don't know. I don't know if he was alive or dead. But they took their EMT, tactics, and they tried to resuscitate him. And next thing you know, they put him on the gurney, and then they took him to the hospital. From that point on, I hope he survives, and God is with him. Or if he's not here, may God be with him and his family. That's all I can say.
What do you think caused that injury?
To be honest, I wasn't there, so I can't comment on that one.
Would you say it's unusual?
Very unusual to come upstairs to see somebody on the road just laying there, motionless, footless, with no kind of, evidence to it. So it's hard to explain something that you didn't see the accident, you just see a body there. It's unusual, something like that.
Do you feel it might be criminal or perhaps an accident?
I can't call criminal, but I'm gonna let the investigators investigate, because that's what they do. I don't want to give no speculations on that, because I don't know what happened, and I don't want to give out no false accusations. So all I know is it was just a terrible sight to see a man on the floor.
Seen something like that before?
Never. And don't want to neither. It wasn't something I would wake up every day to see.
Describe the scene now. I understand police are here.
Now, quiet. I mean, it was already quiet earlier, so that's what made it unusual. It was a quiet things. It was kind of like popped up on the scene right there. So for what it looks like, I'm happy that the investigators are here to do what they got to do. That's it.
Thanks again. You said no name, right?
No name.
All right. Thanks again.
No problem.
Yeah, Mr. Assemblyman, tell me about this pedestrian struck the scene here.
So I was coming home. It's about 1:30 at night here, and I saw obviously a big police tape, and I came over and we heard the horrific news that someone might have lost their legs, and this is an issue going around the city. I think I seemingly have seen it that with COVID and with the pandemic that has gone on, people have seemingly have not really obeyed the rules of the road as much as it seemed like pre-pandemic, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, this I believe it was a gentleman. He paid a severe price. I don't know the details of the case, but obviously it's been difficult. People around the city, fatalities and people being struck.
You mentioned during the pandemic, others have drove more recklessly. Do you think it's due to just less traffic in the streets?
Well, I would say, listen, there's always been problematic drivers for sure, and also individuals not obeying the rules on the road. But I think what I've seen just from driving out and being out post-pandemic, or during pandemic, we should say, right? There's less cars on the road, so I think people are not paying attention as much because especially at 1 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at night, they feel like no one's on the road. They may not look they might not look twice. They may not be extra cautious. And again, unfortunately, in this situation, it seems like that might have been the case here.
Anything else you'd like to mention about pedestrians struck or traffic or anything?
I mean, listen, I don't have the stats in front of me right now, but again, it also, I think that there's been an issue with changing streets and changing all over the city. So people may need a refresher. People even walking, people riding the bike, people driving, where one day you have one rule and the next day you have bike lanes, or you have you have different turn signals, or you have different. So I think there should be a more I guess we say a public awareness campaign of some sort. When you change a certain area, that there should be signs or something indicating. I mean, I know sometimes there are signs, but sometimes that's lagging. So I can't say that happened here, but there definitely needs to be a better campaign, I would say, for individuals knowing the signs that should be in the area and changing structure of the streets. I mean, and I want to add, you do see this a lot. It didn't happen here, but you now see with the restaurants, the seating on the street,
where people have gotten struck.
Exactly
by
right.
drivers.
Exactly right. So it definitely needs to be a couple of things with that. There needs to be maybe slower, maybe lower the speed limit in an area that has outdoor seating, or barricades, but some type of steel structure to prevent, even if a car would strike. So listen, there definitely needs to be a lot more changes, and also as well a better public awareness campaign about certain areas, not overall, because you're driving along the street, you're not knowing if something was just changed yesterday, and there needs to be a better campaign for that.
Thank you, sir. And can you spell your?
Sure. My name is Brian, Brian. Last name Barnwell, Bar, and as in Nancy, Well. And I'm Assembly Member for District 30.
Thank you, Mr. Something. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.